yes to everything that comes their way. They know that their time is finite, so they place it where it counts. They work on what matters, even when it's hard. They sacrifice comfort for growth. They build habits that support their vision, not habits that waste their potential. When you manage your 24 hours with intention, you start to realize that your future is shaped by your priorities today. Success isn't reserved for the chosen few. It belongs to those who choose well, who prioritize progress over perfection, who value consistency over chaos. Your time is your greatest investment. Spend it on what builds you, challenges you, and brings you closer to who you want to become. That's how success is created, not through luck, but through the discipline of honoring your time with purpose. Excuses are the easiest thing in the world to make. They're comforting, they give us a temporary way out, and they protect us from the discomfort of growth. But no one ever built a meaningful life by honoring their excuses. The people who rise, who evolve, who truly make something extraordinary out of their 24 hours, they don't negotiate with their own weakness. They choose discipline over doubt, action over hesitation, and focus over fear. Discipline isn't just about waking up early or ticking off tasks on a to-do list. It's about keeping your word to yourself. It's about respecting the promises you make to your future, even when no one is watching. It's about showing up for your dreams on the days when motivation disappears. Motivation is fleeting, but discipline is a choice you make again and again. It's what separates those who wish from those who achieve. When you manage your time with discipline, you stop waiting for the right moment. You stop blaming circumstances, people, or even yourself. You simply start, you move forward, despite the doubts, despite the fear, despite how difficult the path seems. Because deep down, you understand that managing your 24 hours isn't about what you feel like doing. It's about what needs to be done for the life you want to live. You can either build your dreams or build excuses for why you didn't, but you can't build both. The choice will always be yours, and the clock keeps ticking either way. There's a difference between being busy and being productive, and understanding this is crucial if you want to master your 24 hours. So many people fill their days with endless tasks, rushing from one thing to the next, confusing movement with progress. But just because your calendar is full doesn't mean your life is moving forward. Real growth, real achievement comes from focus, not from chaos. When you focus, you channel your energy into what actually matters. You stop spreading yourself thin across meaningless distractions. You learn to recognize the difference between what is urgent and what is important. You understand that not every email needs your immediate response, not every problem deserves your attention, and not every opportunity aligns with your purpose. Focus gives you clarity, and clarity gives you direction. Managing your 24 hours isn't about doing more, it's about doing less with more purpose. It's about cutting through the noise, eliminating what wastes your time, and committing fully to what moves you closer to the life you want. People who achieve great things aren't necessarily busier than anyone else. They're simply more intentional with where they place their energy. They prioritize depth over quantity. They build momentum by focusing on what truly counts. You don't need to exhaust yourself trying to do everything. You just need to focus on doing the right things. Well, when you do, you'll find that time begins to work for you, not against you. Your days become more meaningful, your actions more impactful, and your results more aligned with the future you desire. Time rewards those who are prepared. It honors the people who show up consistently, who put in the work even when no one is watching, who refuse to let a single day pass without moving closer to their goals. Success doesn't knock on the door of those who wait idly for inspiration. It finds the ones who have been working quietly, patiently, with unwavering commitment. The people who manage their 24 hours wisely understand this deeply. They don't rely on luck or miracles. They rely on their preparation. Preparation is a mindset. It's about laying down the bricks today for the road you want to walk tomorrow. It's about understanding that big moments, big opportunities, and big breakthroughs don't just appear out of nowhere. They arrive when you're ready. And readiness isn't born in the spotlight. It's born in the discipline of your daily life. It's built in the small, often unseen efforts, the hours spent learning, practicing, failing, and getting back up. When you're prepared, you move through life differently. You carry yourself with quiet confidence because you know you've done the work. You don't panic when opportunities arise. You rise to meet them because you've been preparing for them all along. Preparation turns ordinary days into extraordinary foundations. It transforms time from something you fear losing into something you're actively shaping. Your 24 hours are a chance to prepare for the person you want to become. Waste them, and you'll always wonder why success feels out of reach. Respect them, and you'll find that time begins to open doors you once thought were closed. Your future isn't waiting somewhere far away. It's being shaped right now, in this very moment, by how you choose to spend your time. The person you will become isn't a mystery. It's simply the result of how you manage your 24 hours today. Every decision you make, every habit you build, every priority you set, it's all silently constructing the life you'll live tomorrow. Time isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create with the choices you make, moment by moment. It's easy to dream about the future, to imagine the person you want to become, but dreams without action are empty. What you do today, how you invest your energy, how you protect your focus, these are the things that turn visions into reality. You cannot escape the truth that the life you live is built in the present, not the future. Every hour is either bringing you closer to your goals or pulling you further away. That's why managing your time is about so much more than productivity. It's about shaping your destiny. The people who achieve greatness don't wait for a perfect tomorrow. They show up fully for today. They understand that consistency compounds, and even the smallest step forward is progress. They treat each day like it matters because it does. One day doesn't change everything, but many days stacked together with intention and discipline change everything. That's how futures are built. That's how lives are transformed, not in a single moment of brilliance, but through 1,000 ordinary hours spent with extraordinary purpose. At the end of the day, it's never about how much time you had. It's about how deeply you respected the time you were given. Life isn't measured by the number of hours you live, but by what you fill those hours with. Every single one of us is handed the same blank canvas each day, 24 fresh hours to create, to grow, to build, to love, to make a difference. What separates those who achieve greatness from those who remain stuck is how they choose to paint that canvas. There's no secret formula, no shortcut, no magic trick. It's about awareness of what drains you, awareness of what feeds you, awareness of what aligns with your purpose and what steals your energy. When you begin to see your hours not as something endless, but as something precious and limited, your entire perspective changes. You stop letting life happen to you and you start shaping your life with intention. Managing your 24 hours isn't about cramming more into your day. It's about choosing better, choosing what truly matters, choosing the people, the tasks, the goals, and the moments that move you forward. It's about having the courage to say no to what distracts you and the strength to say yes to what challenges you. It's about showing up for yourself every day, not just when it feels easy. Remember, the future isn't waiting somewhere far away. It's being written right now in how you treat today. Success doesn't come from grand gestures. It comes from the quiet discipline of honoring your time, from the daily decisions to protect your energy, from the small actions repeated with faith and commitment. Your 24 hours are shaping your destiny, whether you realize it or not. So take ownership, be intentional, live awake, because time is the one thing you'll never get back, and the way you use it will ultimately become the story of your life.